Hi there, so it's day one of the cycling trip from Greece to England. Time's about 9 o'clock and I am about 20 kilometres outside of central Athens. It's taken me about an hour to get here, and it's Sunday, so if you're planning on cycling out of Athens, I suggest leaving on a Sunday morning early so you miss the traffic. As you can see behind me, well, there's not a lot to see really because it's just a slip road on the edge of Athens. I've got a planned day cycling of about 70 kilometres, so I'm aiming to get there for 1 or 2 o'clock. I'm not in a major rush, so I don't really care. So far the cycling's been nice and easy, nice and gentle, flat and downhill. I've got another big downhill section coming in front of me. So I'm going to hit the road now and I'll probably talk in a bit later on. Just show you the bike, just in case you don't think I am cycling. And that's the bike fully loaded. So I'll hit the road again and I'll see you in a bit. Hi there, so first day cycling, you can see the bike behind me there, and I've set up my tent there. I've ended up in a campsite for the night. It was about 74 kilometres cycling in the end, and the campsite's by the beach, so going to go down now for a swim. I've not been down yet, so let's check it out together. Yeah, not bad. My own private beach, no one else on here. Don't know what the water's going to be like, but I'm going for a swim anyway. So, all in all, not a bad day's first cycling. You can see the beach behind me there as well. Not a bad day's first cycling. Mission accomplished, no major hassles. Everything went pretty smoothly really. So, that's it really. See you next time. Hi there, it's day 2 of the cycle tour from Greece to England. And it's about 11:15, so I've had a nice lazy start to the day. I've enjoyed my breakfast, contemplating life, the universe and everything, surrounded by all the natural beauty, listening to the waves lap against the shore and the birds sing in the sky. But enough of that hippie shit, time to hit the road, and it's a lovely day for cycling, clear blue sky and about 22 degrees. So that's the end of the second day's cycle tour. It was just a short day, 30 kilometres, and I've ended up in another campsite by another beach. Are you jealous yet? Go on, you know you are really. And tomorrow I'm going to do about 60 kilometres and head towards Archaeological beach. And that's about it really. I'll see you tomorrow. Cheers for now. Hi everyone, this is day 3 of the cycle ride from Greece to England. It's another beautiful day, clear blue sky, 22 degrees. I think I've done well with the weather so far, and it's been an excellent start to the tour. And by the way, yes, this is still the same t-shirt I've worn now for 3 days. Don't worry, I will change it later. But for now, time to hit the road, and I'll see you all in Archaeological beach. Cheers for now. Hi there, so that's the end of day 3 cycling. It was a pretty easy day, 60 kilometres, lovely route. It followed the sea for most of the way. Stopped off a few times along the way as I'm not in a rush to take plenty of photos and soak up the atmosphere. It was actually one of the best days cycling I've ever had, I think, on any of my bicycle tours. I've ended up in Archaeological beach camping, which is a really nice place. And this reminds me, I had a shout out from a YouTube user who's called, now let me get this right, Bunny Spangle. That's the username. I did want to Google the name, but I'm a bit scared about what I might find. Anyway, the question was, how much are the campgrounds in Greece and what are the facilities like? So far, the camping has averaged out at about €10 a night. This one, in fact, is €8. No, it's not. It's €8.20. Don't forget the 20 cents. And the facilities in the campgrounds, they do vary. So this one has got excellent facilities. The bathrooms are all modern, clean. It's got a good laundry room. The only downside to this one is that the floor is very hard, the ground where you put your tent on. So in a way, a freestanding tent would be better. Some of the other campsites, some have had like a Turkish style toilet, and others are a little bit run down. So it does vary, but €10 is your average. And that answers your question, I think, Bunny Spangle, unless you have any more, of course. Tomorrow I'm off to a place called Mesologi. It's going to be a long day cycle, about 100 kilometres. I'm going to hope for an early start, so if I hit the road for about 8:30, 9 o'clock, that'll be quite good. And when I get there, I'm going to stay in a hotel. I've already booked that on booking.com. What did we do before the internet and booking.com? I don't know. We left things to chance, I suppose. Well, I'm not doing that tomorrow. Anyway, thank you very much, and I will speak to you later. Bye. Morning, it's day 4 of the cycle ride from Greece to England, and I thought I'd show you a map of the area I'm about to cover. Now, I've not done this before with the camera in the hand, so no doubt it's going to go all wobbly at some point, but I am somewhere over here. Actually, I'm a little bit off the map, so I need to follow the coastal route, which I think will be by the sea again. It should be quite a nice ride, to a place called Rio, not in Brazil, in Greece obviously. And between Rio and Anti-Rio there's a really nice bridge. I'm not allowed on the bridge, it's only for vehicles, but there is a ferry, and I believe I can get the ferry for free. Once I'm on the other side, the choice of roads then is limited, so I need to take this main road and follow that all the way to Mesologi. There is an alternative route to bypass Mesologi, but it's going to take longer and it's hillier, so this is the route I've chosen to take. It's about a 100-kilometre cycle ride. As I said, I think this initial part will be quite nice cycling. I'm not expecting much out of this main road. I think it would just be a case of get my head down and get the miles in. So that's it for now, and I'll see you in a bit. Cheers. Hi there, just stopping off for a quick break, and I hope you can hear me with all the traffic going by outside, which is why I'm wearing this earphone, so it can record a little bit better. Having a coffee and a dorofida, which is a cheese pie, which I think every cyclist should have at about 12 o'clock. Done about 30 kilometres, so 60 still left to do. Only 20 until I get to the ferry though, and so the ferry crossing should be just like 10 minutes, 15 minutes. So I'm expecting to reach Mesologi for about 4 o'clock at the latest, perhaps 5 o'clock. And that's about it for now, apart from one more thing. Yes, this is a new t-shirt. I knew you'd be impressed. Cheers for now. So slightly different surroundings tonight. I made it to Mezzalonghi, and this is the hotel room that I had pre-booked. This is €28, which I think is pretty good. I did a 100-kilometre cycle ride today, so yeah, I think I deserve staying in a hotel room tonight. Why not? Why not? Let's give you a little guided tour, see what we get for €28. So this is the bathroom, nice hot water. Greek bathrooms have these little tiny baths. It's like a 1500 bath, which I don't know why, because everyone uses the shower anyway. But there we go, that's more than good enough for me. And over here we have a big bed, which I'm quite looking forward to after a couple of nights in the tent. And as you can see, I've spread myself around. Got some work to do on the laptop. Just because I've cycled 100 kilometres doesn't mean I can not work, you know what I mean? Some of my gear that's ready for tomorrow. This room's got a fridge as well, although I'm not using the fridge. I have got my gear plugged into the plug socket and it all appears to be charged. Oh, that's pretty awesome. There's a desk to do some work on, but there is no plug socket near it, so which is a bit pointless really. So, although it has got a mirror. Oh, there's a handsome chap there, hello. And that's about it. So tomorrow's cycle ride should be about 86 kilometres. And there should be an all-you-can-eat buffet breakfast for €5 tomorrow morning. So I'm going to check it out and then abuse it and then leave on my cycle ride. So I'll talk to you tomorrow. Cheers. Good morning everyone from beautiful Mezzalonghi, which you can see just behind me there. That's not a bad view from the hotel, is it? But it's probably a bit noisy out here, so let's go inside and finish off the rest of this film. We'll wait for the camera to adjust. Yeah, you can see me now. Sweet. So this is the vlog for day 5 and 6. So day 5, I was due to cycle out of Mezzalonghi, but there was bad weather predicted. So, sorry, I just got my hand in the way of the camera there, didn't I? So there was bad weather predicted, and rather than cycle in the rain, I just thought I would take a day off because I was due to take a day off in any case in a couple of days' time. So I skipped the rain, did some work in the hotel in Mezzalonghi, had a little wander around. And today I'm hitting the road again, so we've got good weather forecast probably for about a week now. Got about a 70-kilometre cycle ride to a place called Amfilochia. I think I pronounced that right, but no doubt you can give me marks out of 10 for my pronunciation on the YouTube video. So I'm going to hit the road and I will talk to you later. Cheers for now. Hello there people, how's it going? I'm halfway through the day now, so I'm going to have a half-time orange. And the half-time orange was given to me by some very kind people in a bakery in a place called Angeles Castro. I think that's the name of the village. Really lovely people. I popped in there for a coffee and a diropida, and also asked for some directions, and they were really helpful because their English was about as good as my Greek, which only very few people know just how bad that is. The directions were wrong, but what the hey, it was a good day, you know, and they gave me some extras like the oranges and some cake, and we had a chat, and it was a lovely experience. And that's what bicycle touring's about, you know, you get out and meet some people and have these random encounters, and actually that's what life's about, isn't it? Is it? I think so. Anyway, moving on. Once I left the village, I then hit a series of dirt track. That wasn't intentional. The GPS is set to keep me on sealed roads, but for whatever reason in the open maps this section was set to, well, it must have been set to sealed. So I go down this dirt track. Not that it's a problem, because the bike is designed to, you know, it's an expedition bike, so it can do anything really. And I've cycled probably 5,000 kilometers or more of dirt tracks in my time. But it just means you can't entirely rely on the GPS. And that's something to consider if you're planning a bicycle tour or even a hike really. These things are just a guide, you shouldn't rely on them, and that's why you use a number of things like local directions, local knowledge, GPS and maps, although in this case 2 out of 3 didn't work. Anyway, doesn't matter. I'm in the right direction now, and I'm heading to a place called Amphilochia, and I should get there in a couple of hours time. And that's all I've got to say for now. So, ta-ra, see you in a bit. Hi there, so I reached Amphilochia and now I'm showered and I feel clean. Time to reflect on the day's ride. Yeah, I turned the pedals and the wheels went round. Pretty good. Good morning everyone, how's it going? I've just had a pretty awesome breakfast. And if you want to check out a picture of the awesome breakfast, you should have a look on my Instagram account, which is @DavesTravelPages. Did you see what I did there? I cross-promoted my social media accounts. I'm on YouTube, I'm talking about Instagram. That's like pro blogger stuff, you know what I mean? Anyhow, I am going to leave here and I'm cycling to a place called Canali Beach, which has a campground, and I'll be staying there for the night. And then after there I head to Parga, and then it's Albania. So I can actually start to feel I'm really making progress now. I spent a lot of time going westward across Greece. And while I was getting the miles in, it doesn't actually feel like you're heading in the right direction, obviously. But now that I'm heading north, it feels good. It feels good. So, time to hit the road, enough of this nonsense. I will film some scenery, some views, and maybe me and my bike, and other random things. Until then, see you in a bit.
I thought I'd try something new. This is my first attempt at a voiceover. Now the only slight drawback with this is that I'm doing it in my tent, which means you can hear cars going outside, there was an aeroplane overhead, and people wandering around the campsite calling for their lost cats and dogs. But if you can live with that, that's good. So the picture you see in front of you, that is the old stone bridge of Artur, and it's one of Artur's main tourist attractions. There's that, and there's also a huge stone castle there as well. If I had time on my schedule, I probably would have liked to have stayed a couple of days. I don't have time, I needed to move on, but it's always there for next time. The other thing that I didn't get a chance to see today was the huge archaeological site of Nicopolis. Now, not a lot of people know about this site at all, and I have been fortunate enough to have visited there before. Again, if I had time and it was my first time in the area on the bicycle tour, definitely would have stayed an extra day to check out Nicopolis as well. Anyway, voiceover's over, time to move on.
Hi there, I have made it, and Canali Beach is just there behind me. It was a tough day cycling in places, the wind was against me, but generally speaking, not bad, it's all done now. So all I've got to do now is find where the campsite is, set my tent up, have a feed, finish off putting this video together for you guys, and call it a day. So it's another successful one, and I will be speaking to you tomorrow. You enjoy the rest of your weekend. Good morning, how's it going? So I'm packed and I'm ready to go, although I do need to put some lube on the chain of my bike, and that's not a euphemism, I do actually mean I'm going to put some lube on my chain. I also check the tyre pressure every day as well before I leave, and when I do leave I'm going to go in that direction, and that's going to Parga, and Parga's about 50 kilometres away. I think it's going to be a little bit hilly along the way, and that's a feature that's is probably going to come up quite often in the next couple of weeks, because I think Albania's a bit lumpy as well, and I should be in Albania for 2 or 3 days time. So, have I got anything else to say? Nah, I think that about covers it really. Yeah, I'll talk to you in a bit. Bye. Ah, Greece. There's just so much beauty here. Look at the colour of that water, just on a roadside stop here. Thought I'd take in the view. But with the beauty, why people do you do this? Let me come and show you something. This is a lovely rest stop at the top of a hill. Lovely view, as you can see. Great place to have a picnic. So why the rubbish, guys? Why the rubbish? Let me explain why the rubbish. Because here's the bin. And no one thought to themselves, oh look, the bin's full. I think I'll just take my rubbish home with me. I bought it out here. I can just put it in the car and take it back home. No, 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 no. Keep trying to put it in the bin. Not very clever, guys. Come on, you've got all this beautiful stuff. Treat you with a bit of respect. Anyway, enough of me nonsensing on. I'm going to walk back over to the bike and cycle downhill and then uphill and then downhill again, and eventually I will reach Parga. So I will be talking to you from Parga. See you later. The end of another day cycling, and the Kibo is locked up. But where is it locked up? Where is Dave? Well, let's go and check it out. That's for all you stalkers out there. I'm staying in Hotel Akrathia, and the Hotel Akrathia is in Parga on the west coast of Greece. So it was about 50 kilometers cycling from Kanali Beach. And I'd pre-arranged to stay in this hotel. They're kindly hosting me through Travel Bloggers Greece. And this is a pretty good hotel. Let's go and check the bedroom out. Which is awesome. Yeah. How good is that? What have we got on the bed? Oh, they've even left me some slippers. Thank you very much. There's something about that corner that reminds me of a Van Gogh painting. Perhaps it's because the painting reminds me of a Van Gogh painting, I don't know. But something about the way that's arranged that appeals to me. Oh, let's go and check the kitchenette out. I found something that will make me very, very happy. Not the bananas, I brought those with me. Yes, that kettle. You don't know how rare they are in Greek kitchens. I'm going to get some milk. I'm going to put it in that fridge there, and then I'm going to use that kettle to make myself a cup of tea and another cup of tea and another one. Yeah, tea frenzy. But perhaps to me the pièce de résistance is the bathroom. And we can finally see each other at last. So we have a very big mirror, just in case you hadn't noticed. We have the toilet there. We have a hairdryer, although for some of us it's just not needed, you know. There's a basin, and over here there is the shower. I think that has to be one of the best bathrooms I've seen in a hotel, easily. And this is a little living area, but I've already got my belongings spread around. It kind of makes the place look untidy, I think, my stuff, doesn't it? Let's take you to the bedroom while I finish talking. So, I am staying in Hotel Akrathia for a couple of nights. Thank you very much, guys. And while I'm here, I'm going to check out the castle tomorrow and check out some views, but mainly I'm going to do some work. And then tomorrow, the day after tomorrow, I'm going to head to Albania. Not sure if I can cycle there all in one day, but I'm going to give it a good go. And northwards, here we go. So, thank you very much. That's the end of this one for now. Speak to you later. Good morning, everyone. Can you believe this is vlog day 10? Where's the time gone? Maybe it's because time flies when you're having fun and all that sort of stuff. I'm just wandering around the hotel room, just make sure I've not left anything behind. I think I've packed all my belongings. So today I am going to leave Hotel Akrathia in Parga and attempt to cycle to Saranda in Albania in one day. This could be quite challenging. It is 100 kilometers and the road is not flat. However, I like a challenge, you know. Life is about having challenges and overcoming them, or some such thing. So, I will stop talking, get on the bike, and start cycling it towards Albania. Wish me luck, guys, and I'll speak to you in a bit. Cheers for now. Will you look at the colour of that there water? Oh yes. It's a shame I can't go for a swim. How beautiful is that? See, I think that's why I like bicycle touring. It's the views. So everyone, I am now in Albania and the customs crossing is behind me, and I've started to come off the main road just down a dirt track through, I think it's pronounced Kasemil National Park, and on the way to Butrint. I'm hoping I get a chance to spend some time in Butrint tomorrow, but we'll see how it goes because I'm on a bit of a tight schedule now. So that's all from me because it's 5:30 and I need to get going. Hi there. So, not only did I make it into Albania, but I've also made it into the archaeological site of Butrint, which you can see behind me right now. It's one of the most awesome sites in Albania, and now there's sun glare so you can't see anything. So, I've got a couple of hours here until it closes, then just a 5-kilometre cycle to the campsite. But I think I'll show you some clips of Butrint as I wander around. So Butrint had been settled for thousands of years. Yeah, I've got ancient Greek influenced stuff, there's Roman stuff, and behind me, that is a 5th century basilica, or the remains of a 5th century basilica, from the Byzantine era. I think the Ottomans have been in and had a go, the Venetians, you name them, everyone's been here and added something on. It's quite a fascinating place to walk around, really. Wish I'd done a little bit more research before I came here, but you can't have everything, can you? Well, all I have to say is if all of Albania is going to be like this, I'm going to need new memory cards, new batteries for my cameras, storage space, words for my vocabulary, and other things, because Butrint is absolutely amazing. In hindsight, perhaps it would have been better to spend an entire day here rather than just 2 hours, which is what I've got, but I've only got what I've got. However, if you're going to plan a trip to Butrint, try and take a day if you can. It's definitely worth it, and I'm looking forward to the rest of Albania now. So I have to say that's probably one of the better days bicycle touring. Look where I ended up. Not a soul here, there's just me in this huge ancient theatre auditorium. Look at that, look at that. Let me get my finger in the way of the camera now, probably. Yeah, now that is a good day's bicycle tour, and that is kind of why I do it, because you never know quite what's going to happen. I didn't plan to come here. I thought I could get here maybe tomorrow, didn't plan on coming here today, so I'm going to spend a couple of hours in the site, then go and set the tent up, Perfect.